Tajmahal, crown of the palace, is an ivory-white marble mausoleum on the right bank of the river Yamuna in Agra, Uttar Pradesh, India. It was commissioned in 1631 by the fifth Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan R. 1628 to 1658, to house the tomb of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. It also houses the tomb of Shah Jahan himself. The tomb is the centerpiece of a 17-hectare, 42-acre complex, which includes a mosque and a guest house, and is set in formal gardens bounded on three sides by a wall. Construction of the mausoleum was completed in 1648, but work continued on other phases of the project for another 5 years. The first ceremony held at the mausoleum was an observance by Shah Jahan on the 6th of February 1643 of the 12th anniversary of the death of Mumtaz Mahal. The Taj Mahal complex is believed to have been completed in its entirety in 1653, at a cost estimated at the time to be around 5 million, which in 2023 would be approximately 35 billions. The building complex incorporates the design traditions of Indo-Islamic and Mughal architecture. It employs symmetrical constructions with the usage of various shapes and symbols. While the mausoleum is constructed of white marble inlaid with semi-precious stones, red sandstone was used for other buildings in the complex, similar to the Mughal-era buildings of the time. The construction project employed more than 20,000 workers and artisans under the guidance of a board of architects led by Ustad Ahmad Lahori, the emperor's court architect. The Taj Mahal was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 for being the jewel of Islamic art in India and one of the universally admired masterpieces of the world's heritage. It is regarded as one of the best examples of Mughal architecture and a symbol of Indian history. The Taj Mahal is a major tourist attraction and attracts more than 5 million visitors a year. The Taj Mahal incorporates and expands on design traditions of Indo-Islamic and Mughal architecture. Inspirations for the building came from Timurid and Mughal buildings, including the Gur Amir in Samarkand, the tomb of Timur, progenitor of the Mughal dynasty, and Humayun's tomb in Delhi, which inspired the Charbagh Gardens and Hasht Behesht plan of the site. The building complex employs symmetrical constructions with the usage of various shapes and symbols, while the mausoleum is constructed of white marble inlaid with semi-precious stones. Red sandstone was used for other buildings in the complex similar to the Mughal-era buildings of the time. The entire complex sits on platform measuring 300 meters, 980 feet in length, and 8.7 meters, 28.5 feet in height, on the banks of Yamuna River. The platform is built with varying patterns of dark and light-colored sandstone. The mausoleum building is the central structure of the entire complex. It is a white marble structure standing on a 6-meter, 20 feet high square plinth, with sides measuring 95.5 meters, 313 feet in length. The base structure is a large multi-chambered cube with corners forming an 8-sided structure that is approximately 57.3 meters, 188 feet long on each of the 4 long sides. The building has 4 identical sides with iwans, arch-shaped doorways, topped by a large dome and finial. Each side of the iwan is framed with a 33-meter, 108 feet high pishtak, with 2 similarly shaped arched balconies stacked on either side. This motif of archways is replicated on a smaller scale on the chamfered corner areas, making the design completely symmetrical. At the southern side of the platform, facing the garden, there are 2 flights of stairs on either side, which are partly covered and provide the only access from ground level up to the mausoleum building. The Taj Mahal complex is enclosed by crenellated red sandstone walls on 3 sides, with the side facing the Yamuna River left open. Outside the complex walls, there are other mausoleums dedicated to Shah Jahan's other wives, royals, and favorite servants. The inner sides of the walls feature columned arcades typical of Hindu temples, adorned with domed cupola like chatras and smaller structures like the music house interspersed between them. The main gateway, primarily built of marble, mirrors the tomb's architecture and incorporates intricate decorations like bas-relief and pietra dura inlays. At the far end of the complex stand 2 similar buildings built of red sandstone, one of which is designated as a mosque and the other as a jawab, a structure to provide architectural symmetry. The mosque's design resembles others built during the era and the jawab has floors with inlaid patterns while lacking a mihrab. Basic information. Same as before, commissioned by Shah Jahan for Mumtaz Mahal, located in Agra, completed in 1653. Cost, 5 million at the time, equivalent to approximately 35 billion in 2023. Architectural style and influences. Indo-Islamic and Mughal architecture, drawing inspiration from Timurid and Mughal buildings like the Gur-e Amir and Humayun's tomb, especially for the Charbagh Gardens and Hash-Behesht plan. Emphasizes symmetry, shapes and symbols. Materials: white marble, mausoleum, red sandstone, other structures, semi-precious stone inlays. Mausoleum details: central structure, white marble, sits on a 6-meter high, 95.5 meter square plinth. Multi-chambered cube base with chamfered corners 8-sided. 4 identical sides with iwans, arch-shaped doorways. Topped by a large dome and finial. 33-meter high pishtaks, vaulted archways frame each iwan. Arched balconies on either side of the pishtaks. Symmetrical design, including the chamfered corners. Access via stairs on the south side. Complex details: 17-hectare, 42-acre area. Formal gardens, charbagh, enclosed on 3 sides by a wall. Mosque and guest house within the complex. Red sandstone walls on 3 sides, Yamuna River side open. Other mausoleums outside the main walls for other wives, royals, and servants. Inner walls with columned arcades, domed chatras, and smaller structures, e.g. music house. Marble main gateway mirroring the mausoleum's architecture, with bas-relief and pietra dura inlays. 2 similar red sandstone buildings at the far end, a mosque and a jawab for symmetry. Mosque design similar to others of the era. Jawab with inlaid floors but lacking a mihrab. Significance in tourism. UNESCO World Heritage Site, jewel of Islamic art. Major tourist attraction, over 5 million visitors annually. Construction. Over 20,000 workers and artisans, led by Ustad Ahmad Lahori. This expanded description provides a much more detailed picture of the Taj Mahal, including the surrounding complex and its various components. The additions about the outer walls, other tombs, the gateway, and the mosque jawab are particularly helpful in understanding the overall layout and design. About Taj Mahal travel information: day tours, views of Taj, tourist guide, map UNESCO World Heritage walks. About Taj Mahal, the Taj Mahal story. The Taj Mahal story, a timeless saga, Mughal splendor, history, facts. Who could ever think that an eternal love leading to the saga of infinite bondage can evolve out of a desert-like land and would blossom to be the reason to gift our world a poem in marble, the Taj? No image of the Taj, neither on canvas nor on celluloid, can adequately express its conceptual imaginary, nor convey the legend, the poetry, and the romance that shrouds what Rabindranath Tagore calls a teardrop on the cheek of time. The Taj Mahal, a spectacle in white marble unparalleled in grandeur that depicts the sheer opulence of an era. The awesome structure, the monument of love that Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan gave to the world, stands as a testimony of his intense love for his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. It is a romance celebrated in marble and glorified with precious and semi-precious stones, and that's the way to appreciate it. Uttar Pradesh, the land of the Taj, is rich in its cultural heritage, and has always been a prominent arena of politics since the ancient times. Agra, the city of the Taj, and once the capital of the Mughal Empire during the 16th through the early 18th centuries, enjoys a close proximity to the national capital city of New Delhi. Tourists from all over the world visit Agra to make a pilgrimage to Taj Mahal, India's most famous architectural wonder, in a land where magnificent temples and edifices abound, to remind visitors about the rich civilization of a country that is slowly but surely lifting itself into an industrialized society as well. Taj Mahal means crown palace, and is in fact the most well-preserved and architecturally beautiful tomb in the world. The English poet Sir Edwin Arnold has described the Taj as not a piece of architecture, as other buildings are, but the proud passions of an emperor's love wrought in living stones. It is a romance celebrated in marble and glorified with precious and semi-precious stones, and that's the way to appreciate it. Taj Mahal stands on the bank of River Yamuna, which otherwise serves as a wide moat defending the Great Red Fort of Agra, the center of the Mughal emperors until they moved their capital to Delhi in 1637. It was built by the fifth Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan, in 1631 in memory of his third, but the most favorite wife, in fact a soulmate, Mumtaz Mahal, a Muslim Persian princess. She died while accompanying her husband in Burhanpur in a campaign to crush a rebellion after giving birth to their 13th child. The death so crushed the emperor that all his hair and beard were said to have grown snow white in a few months. When Mumtaz Mahal was still alive, she extracted 4 promises from the emperor. First, that he build the Taj. Second, that he should marry again. Third, that he be kind to their children. And fourth, that he visit the tomb on a string.